this stuff that they're bringing in, this organic material, will compost automatically just by dumping it in a pile. Because when you dig into it, it's hot, it steams. Now, if you're going to incorporate, if you add material from toilets in the compost, then you have to do it a little differently. One thing that you have to always do is cover the compost material with bagasse. That's why we have all this bagasse out here.
C'est pour ça que nous avons du bagasse sur le
It's for keeping the compost covered.
C'est pour te faire quitter le compost à couvrir.
Now, if you have an open pile like this, it takes a lot more to cover it. Okay. So instead, we build a container so the pile is more vertical, you know, instead of spread out like this.
Okay.
That way, it takes less bagasse to keep it covered.
Okay.
It's easier to cover it if it's a flat, contained compost pile.
Il va se couvrir le topoli plat comme ça.
And if you keep it covered all the time, there won't be any odor or flies. The compost should never have bad odors or flies if it's properly managed.
Okay.
You should not be making two separate compost piles like this. This stuff that's coming in should be put on the pile that's already here. And when it's put on there, it should be leveled off, covered with bagasse. Okay, and then there's nothing smelling bad and there are no flies. Now, when toilet material is brought in to an existing pile, you have to move the bagasse. And let me show you how that works. Anytime toilet material is put into the compost pile, it needs to be put into it, not on top of it. So let's say we get the thermometer out of there. But by the way, this thermometer is reading almost 160 degrees. This is the toilet material I put in there yesterday. Or the day before, 2 days ago. You know, it's important that Max understands that toilet material can have a lot of disease organisms. These temperatures that are in this pile will kill all of those disease organisms very fast in minutes. That's why we want to put toilet material in here, because it will sanitize it, so we don't have disease organisms. So if we're going to add toilet material, take this out of there. The bagasse, I'm going to pull the bagasse. This is the cover material I'm pulling off, you see? Because you don't need to add cover material over and over again. You can use this cover material still by opening the pile. Once we get the pile open, we move this cover material. Then we can dig into the compost. See? Dig a hole, and then the new toilet material will go in the hole. Once it's in there, then we cover it back up like this. Spread the cover material back on it, and then we'll add fresh cover material. But we need some bagasse in here someplace so we can keep putting it on top. One thing about the pallets, you have to worry about stuff falling out the sides. So you always put a lot of bagasse around the edges. Bagasse keeps the compost inside so it won't come through the pallets. Now, the best compost bins are bins that you can access from all four sides. So there would not be a wall like that on one side, there'd be out, so you can go around them. When you're pulling this cover material back, you can can work your way all the way around and pull toward the sides, and then that leaves the middle open, and you can put new material in the middle like that, or toilet material. And then, by pulling it, you're building up bagasse around the sides, and then you add bagasse again over the top. And then the next time you do it again. That way you end up with like a blanket of bagasse all the way around the sides and on the top of the compost. So what he would do here now is keep piling on here until this is full, completely full. You know, it's like full up to here. So because it will shrink. So if you can fill it up as much as he can get in there, as long as he can cover it. As long as he can keep the bagasse on the top, he can pile it up like this. And then once it's completely full, it's from that point on that you start to count how much time. So 4 months, 6 months after it's completely filled up. And then it's better if they fill one before they start the next one. That way it's all in one place. So now after this one's full, he's going to need to build another bin. So we'd run pallets out here and make another bin. And then all of this would go into that bin. And this would be the bottom or the base of the compost. You would cover that with bagasse. And at that point, you can then add toilet material. You always have to have a base in the compost bin before you add any toilet material. And then once you start putting material into the bin, it can be this, it can be toilet material, it can be any organic material. But you have to follow the rule, keep bagasse around the edge and on the top at all times. So in order to use less bagasse, sometimes it's better if you, like these toilet containers, if you wait until you have like 10 of them, instead of emptying them one at a time, collect up, you know, a number of them. And then, you know, collect up a pile of this. And ideally, you would cover the bin completely with fresh material, and then add bagasse over top of it. This, what are these?
Ça c'est un banane de cette.
Plant from banana. It would be easier if those were chopped up a little. Because we have to move this, but it's very difficult to move because of all this. If it really starts to rain really hard, you know, and there's too much rain, then he may want to cover it with the tarp. And that's only the fresh compost that they're adding to. The pile that's already been finished, they don't have to cover. You fill it all the way up, put a nice thick layer of bagasse on the top, and then it's finished. And it's like a loaf of bread. It's like putting a loaf of bread in the oven. You don't touch it. You don't add anything to it. You don't mess with it at all. You just leave it alone. And then you build the next bin, and you start that one.
Morning, gang.
Oh, here come the girls.
Good morning.
There's all the girls.
Good morning. How are you?
Come to say hi and bring their crap.
Good morning. I'm all right. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Bring me some more crap.
What's up?
We brought you some more crap.
Good.